you. And welcome back to Egg in a Bottle, episode 3. I am Georgia Latta, here with Mark Ortega and Kyle Watts, here to bring you another low-quality podcast episode where we just talk about bullshit.
Howdy.
Hi.
Welcome. How have your weeks been?
Why do I have to start?
You know, I just looked at you, but we can start with Mark. Mark?
I just want to...
No.
Hold on. I want to acknowledge Georgia's on the board
I
this week.
am.
This is
her.
great.
This is her ship now.
Yeah, this is
I'm
my
just a
show.
passenger now.
She's the captain now.
Yeah. She is the captain.
Exactly. So, bitches.
Okay, wait. That's not.
Okay,
this
so
is
that's not
how
where I
you-
was going.
This is not how you maintain a crew. First
Yeah.
of all.
Okay. I'm going to mutiny.
Let's mutiny, Kyle. It's me and you, buddy.
Yeah.
It's me and you.
Me and mutiny.
Oh, God. That was horrible.
That's the name of my book.
It's about my life as a college basketball player.
Me and mutiny.
Oh.
Mark,
God.
how has your week been?
Shit. So it is me. It's been pretty good. I shouldn't slap the table. It's been good. I can hear that.
Tell me how your week's been.
It's been good. It's been slow. It's been slow and fast at the same time.
This
Like,
is
it's-
week 5.
It's already week 5. It's already Friday, even though we record these on Tuesday mornings at 8 p.m. I said morning and then p.m. We're fine. I'm trying to build this fake lore around our podcasting. It's fine. But no, what I do this week, I saw a movie last night.
What movie did you see?
What's it called again? Night
Night
School.
School.
I saw Night
Was that
School
good?
with Kevin Hart.
It
was
looked
actually
really funny.
good. I usually don't like him.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Kevin Hart does the same shtick the whole time.
He does.
The whole I'm short, I'm screaming. But this one is like it was less of that and more.
Hey guys, Mark here. We had a little technical difficulties and about a minute or so of audio cut out. We just finished up our talk of Night School and got a little bit into Shark Week. Nothing too great.
GI, it was horrible. It was garbage.
The newer one was with Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah,
was
Shaq
it Shaq
Week.
Shaq Week?
Shaq?
I watched that
Shaq
over at a
Week.
friend's house, and it was the dumbest thing I've ever
What,
done.
he did? He narrated Shark Week?
No, he
No, he was
a
just
part
he
of it.
was the Shark Week.
Like they
he
put
was
him in
the
like
shark.
scuba gear and threw him in a shark water. They didn't actually do it because they can't afford to kill Shaquille O'Neal. But
But he was the shark for Shark Week.
he no.
They fed him live humans
For
for Shark Week.
God damn it.
Here's how he maintains his height.
Cannibalism.
Is
Yeah.
that how you grow?
It's the next step in the human evolution.
It is when you stop growing. You gotta start, you gotta
What?
start eating people.
You're absolutely right.
Kyle, how's your week been?
Oh, it's been pretty good, I guess.
That's good.
Thanks for
That's
that.
pretty good.
Yeah. It's going.
Just going.
Just going.
Just rolling.
Yeah.
Rolling through.
I spent 4 hours at the movie theater last night.
It sounds disgusting.
That sounds like
For
a
one
nightmare.
movie.
Oh, God.
One-time event.
Were there a lot of people there?
At least you got to
Yeah.
go to your one-time event.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
depressing for
Did you not get to go to yours?
I only saw Night School because my one-night event, which was the 1987 Transformers movie, was sold out.
Rest in
So,
peace.
Rip my
King
dream.
If
King Lear was not sold out.
Oh.
Yeah, because you got a bigger theater. I checked the
We did
seating.
get a big theater.
Your theater was like 3 times.
because
I
there was
think
a-
Mark's a little
little
bitter
butthurt
about
fucking
this.
salty about it.
Well, there was a whole class in there.
Fuck them.
If they want to, if
How many
anybody
seats were
wants to
empty?
donate,
There was a person in there who's in that class who listens to this podcast.
Fuck them.
what?
Say it louder.
Was there any empty seats in your
Yeah,
showing? How much?
I didn't have anybody next to me, so I spent 4 hours
What?
By
Just
yourself,
pretty much
watching a movie.
It even had a 20-minute intermission about
Are
halfway
you
through.
serious?
Oh
Yep.
my God! So it was like an actual play.
Yeah, it was
Is it a
play.
musical or a play?
No, it wasn't a musical.
You could
Oh.
have gotten the smaller theater.
in
Is all
peace.
I'm saying.
We probably could have, but there was this girl there who lost her
Ooh.
phone, and she was
Oh.
really pressed about it.
I mean, she had 4 hours to look for it, so it's kind of her
Like
fault.
she was pissed and was like, "Let's just fucking leave." Like I've never heard a woman say "fuck" so much in my life. And like she was just like, "Let's just fucking leave. I'll just take the fucking L. Fuck it." I'm like,
Jesus.
wow.
She lost her phone, so she left
Well,
the theater
she-
where it
I-
probably was.
Was she there with someone else?
She was there with somebody else.
Oh.
Call your phone.
Okay,
Damn it.
and see, he said that, and she was like, "It's off. It's not gonna ring." And I'm like, "Okay, good on you for being a responsible moviegoer." First of all,
But
Yeah.
also, look how it fucked you in the long run. Who's
Was
the
it-
dumbass now?
no, but she ended up staying the whole time. So, but she still didn't find her phone. Like I walked out of the theater, she was still bitching about that phone. Like the phone's gone. Phone's gone, lady.
So,
I hope she found her phone.
well,
She would have had a better chance
if she's listening,
of
which she
finding it.
probably isn't,
No.
I hope you found your
She
phone.
would have had a better chance of finding it if she was in a smaller theater. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my
She sure would have.
Mark.
See?
And a larger
Am I wrong?
flashlight.
You're right.
So you had a good week?
It was going. It went.
Do you have any plans this weekend?
We got that date thing, right?
Yeah. The one where
I couldn't get through it.
the one where I never mind.
What were you going to say?
What were you what?
Shit.
Keep going.
Any plans?
No, probably not. After this, I don't know if I'm doing this or not, but someone texted me about running around on campus since it's such a nice day. It's the first
Running?
nice day of the week.
You just run around?
George is like, what the
Yeah.
fuck is that?
Like run around with butterfly nets.
like SpongeBob?
Yeah. There's no butterflies here. I haven't. Well,
it's just
okay, there's
jellyfish.
some, but it's the first nice day of the week. It's rained every day this week, pretty much.
It rained
hasn't-
today.
the weather
no, it
is
didn't
so
rain,
nice.
rain today. It
It's
fogged
lovely.
Today.
I wish it was raining today. Actually,
Why? Is
Why?
that? So you wouldn't
I
have
would
to run?
be happier.
That
No,
is depressing.
Yeah.
Well,
Is it though? Because he said he'd be happier.
yeah.
I guess that's good for him though.
I mean, what makes you happy about rain?
I just like it.
The lack of sun.
The fact, yeah, it's just I don't know. I don't know. I like
I thought
it.
you were gonna say something poetic, like the fact that water connects us throughout the whole world,
What did you just say?
like rain and water.
I feel like I'm with my brothers since we're 2/3 water. It's like, brother, why do they cast you away?
Jesus
God.
Christ. Are you talking to the entire sky?
Yes, they're casting my brothers away.
Brother.
Oh my god!
Jesus fuck.
It's just, I don't know why.
It's
just-
fucked, isn't it?
It
You have to
is.
This is what I've been dealing with this
With
for 2
this?
weeks.
Whichever one
No, there's
works.
another knob
The
up there.
one at the
This
top.
one?
Yeah.
You really got to reach.
Arms are too short. I think I did it. I did it, but
Nah.
okay, that's fine.
Oh, good?
Yeah, we're good.
Cool.
We're fine. My life just fell apart for a second.
God.
It's all right.
We're back.
We're good.
We have put in more structure for this episode.
We
I
have.
believe.
Which is a big
Big step in the right direction, I
You know
think.
what?
Correct.
Neither of you have asked me how my week is.
Oh, shit. How's
Yeah.
your week, Georgia?
You know, it was
Georgia,
going good.
Look, the reins are in your hands, so really it's your fault.
You know, my week was going great until my two friends just didn't ask me how my week has been.
Fucking suck it up. Move on.
You know, it's been good. Week 5 of college. My exams are next week though, so
Oh, gross.
we've been.
I have a test Monday as well.
We have a test
And a
over the
test.
weekend,
Oh,
actually. Yeah, we
I have a test
over the
Thursday as
weekend.
well.
Oh, my God.
And a quiz over the weekend.
Yeah, we do.
I meant to do that today.
We did, and we fucked around.
You
and
know,
then
we got to
blew
do
out.
that.
See, we were
together.
going to do it without you.
Why?
Because we were together.
I told you she'd get like this.
Yeah, I just
I'm-
wanted to break the news to you now.
Podcast is over. Goodbye. Friends are fake and dead.
Disbanded.
Me and Mark will finish the show.
Whatever. I'm gonna take my notes.
She's
with
running
me.
the board. She
Do
can
you
just
see
turn
this?
it off.
Do you see this
Why
book that I
do you
wrote?
have
Oh
so
my
many
God.
notes?
It's notes because like I'm about to give a load of information and I
Jesus.
wanted to make sure.
Nobody wants a news dump on this.
Okay, let's save it. Okay,
She
so
gets
week.
up and leaves.
my week.
How was it?
Gucci?
It was fine. I just have a lot of homework. Like I could be using this time right now to study, but instead I'm hanging out with you two nerds.
Jesus Christ. Thank you, but
I mean,
fuck.
you're welcome, but like yeah. Other than that, it's been really good. I'm gonna have a good weekend. I'm going to the Titans game on Sunday.
Nice.
I'm excited about
you.
that.
You're gonna watch them lose to the Eagles?
Shut
Get
up.
fucked.
I probably will, but I mean, it's just a good experience.
No, I mean the Eagles have been kind of a little shaky recently. I don't know.
yeah.
Did you see the Rams versus Vikings game last night?
I watched like the second period of it, like the second
That's
quarter.
it's a quarter because
Second
there are
quarter.
4.
Period.
I was singing
Hockey.
Hockey. Shut up.
Hockey, there's 3 periods.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So she was
I
not
had-
in the ballpark.
Still
but
wrong.
Yeah, but I like hockey.
I watched the
so.
second period. Oh my fucking god! The second quarter, and like I thought it was the end of the game because of how high the scores were.
Yes, it was insane.
It was literally insane.
I want to say that Jared Goff threw like 4 touchdowns by the end of the night, and there was a stat I read. Hold on just a second. I will
Okay.
find it for you. I
Fucker
don't
reading
have it ready,
stats.
but it's kind of interesting. It's going to interest Georgia, I think.
okay.
I might not.
I've
I
already
think it
zoned
will.
out.
Okay, hold on. Oh, okay. Jared Goff has set the record for most passing yards with a perfect quarterback rating with 465 passing yards.
Oh, my
and
God.
a perfect quarterback rating is 158.3.
That is insane.
Wait, his rating is what?
His rating is 158.3, which is perfect.
Oh,
That
It's a
is-
perfect
that's
quarterback.
insane.
And
Yeah.
he threw for 465 yards. He set a record.
Oh, my God.
And this is this is on Reddit, the NFL subreddit.
Yeah.
Cook Me Plocks. He's a Seahawks fan. Told me this information on Reddit, and I thank you, Cook Me Plocks, for your.
How old is he?
I don't know.
You don't want to know.
He posted this 16 hours ago, so I think he's 16 hours years old.
He came out of the womb.
16 hours years old.
The worst thing about him is he's a Seahawks fan.
Yeah.
Wow, that one didn't land at all, guys.
Anyways,
Jesus Christ.
Threw it at the goal line.
but that's insane. I did not know that. Like,
No, I didn't either till this morning.
Until 16 hours ago.
When I read it, I was eating cereal, scrolling through the news at
Yeah.
like 2 a.m.
You
It's
go
like
through
wonderful.
Reddit while you eat cereal?
I do.
Strange
what kind of
boy.
cereal was it?
It was Walmart brand Cheerios.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, that's what you ate the other day.
Yeah, that's what
The
I always
ass
eat.
to
You mean
that.
2 weeks ago?
Oh, yeah. No,
The
you
other
mean
day.
earlier this morning.
Since
Yes.
we record
Right.
these back to back and slowly drip them out to you.
Exactly.
Like a honey pot.
Oh, God. Okay. So I had the idea this week to bring in a news topic
You sure
to
did.
discuss. So,
I have very little to say about this because I don't know enough.
well, that's
me
what I'm here to do. So today I brought in the topic of Kavanaugh, which I'm sure by now, by the time that
Oh,
this
boy.
gets out and people listen to it, it's very big.
Brett Kavanaugh, sexual
the
assaulter.
Senate voted on whether he would go to the confirmation to be in the Supreme Court justice. Happened today at 12:30. So, do you know anything about what is going on? Because if not, I have a lot
I know
of
very
information.
little.
Okay.
Didn't he like? I don't know.
He
Go
was
ahead. Just
accused
tell me.
of a-
Okay.
Okay, I guess I'll shut up.
So basically,
Let's just listen.
Yeah.
It's best.
it's time to learn.
Son of a bitch.
So there are 9 Supreme Court justices.
Right.
We're all aware of that. So
What?
a Supreme Court justice member, they make the big boy decisions within the country and the government and things like that. So when appointed, they are in it for life. They are in there until they die or they retire.
Correct.
So
Assassinated.
yes, exactly. So some of them have been there since like the mid 1800s. Thank you for that. Thank you for that laugh. Thank you.
Oh,
Anyways,
Why did he like that one so much?
I don't know.
It was a good one. It's just she said it so matter of fact.
Thank you. One of the justices is retiring, and his name is, I wrote it down, Anthony Kennedy. And he was our swing vote for this Supreme Court justice. So if something was ever tied, he was the one that would bring it, you know, either Republican or Democrat, yes, no, blah, 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 blah,
If
blah.
there was a case in the Supreme Court, he was a swing vote.
Exactly.
Does
Exactly.
that mean
so
that-
he, what?
Wait, is Brett going to take his spot? And that means he's going to become the next swing vote? Or is that
No,
not how it works?
no, because
okay.
Anthony Kennedy himself was the swing vote. He didn't choose that part. Now, Kavanaugh is a Republican. He's a diehard Republican, hates Democrats. So if he were to get into the Supreme Court, we would be ruled mainly Republican for like an entire generation.
If Kavanaugh made it.
If Kavanaugh made it. Now, the vote happened today, and background on Kavanaugh, he was, you know, appointed by Donald Trump, and he had accusations that he had sexual harassment accusations back in high school.
I thought it was college.
It says in the mid 90s,
I
like
thought it was Yale.
it said it was a Jesuit high school.
I
Okay,
heard
well,
it was both.
You know more than I do.
No, because we did this in class. It was Yale, and then there was a separate one
we
back
did
in
it-
high school.
Yeah, so
During
there
another
was
prom or
yeah.
or something.
So there
yeah.
was something that happened when he was in high school, and then, like you
Mhm.
guys said, back when he was in college,
Mhm.
and they voted on it today. And
What
he
a stand-up
is,
guy.
yeah. Well, he got voted in to the confirmation to be in the Supreme Court today.
Mhm.
That happened at 12:30.
So he's a Supreme Court justice.
Yes. So now our
Wait,
Supreme
so they
Court.
let him go?
Yes. So
What
that's
the
what I was here
fuck?
to discuss to get your opinions on it. Like, do you
Oh,
agree with
God.
what
Fuck
they voted
no.
on? Yeah. So now, just to give you an insight, like our
Jesus
Supreme Court now
Christ.
is predominantly Republican, which I
Whoa.
personally am not going to discuss that portion of it.
let's leave that.
But like
here.
just the fact that he was accused of sexual assault, especially with all the Me Too movements that have been happening. What are your opinions on that?
He should die in a fire. Sorry, Kyle. Go ahead.
Oh my goodness.
A bag of fire.
Oh.
No. No. Do you have any information about the allegation specifically?
So it was brought by a woman of the name Christine Blasey. I did not say that right.
We did this in class.
Blasey.
I recognize that name.
In the 1990s. All that I know about it, I didn't do that much research on it, but she, I guess, whenever he was, like, his name came out as Donald Trump wanted him to be in the Supreme Court, that's when she came out and said that. And it's kind of been with, like, the Me Too movement, you know, with men and women everywhere coming out about sexual assault. That's when that happened. And so there was a big trial on it. And then today the Senate voted. And
they said he could be a justice.
And now he is.
Which
basically.
is disgusting.
So what else you got? Information
wise?
Because I'm going to be honest with you, like, you're going to probably read all this information to me. I'm still not going to have an opinion.
No, that's okay.
I have an opinion out the gate.
The only I have all the information that I gave to you.
Right.
But basically, like, in a nutshell, our swing vote retired. So Donald Trump, since he's our president, his job is to appoint a Supreme Court justice. So he appointed Brett Kavanaugh.
A rapist.
Who sexually assaulted a woman, who came out about that.
What was the sexual assault, though? Like, what did
he pulled his pants down and put his dong in her face.
Okay.
Right.
And I think
Georgia, let me just stop you right there. If you want us to take you seriously, don't look at him and use the word dong.
Or should I say knob? Is that bad?
Jesus Christ.
So he pulled his pants, and this is in Jesuit high school or Yale?
I think this was the Yale one.
I think that was the Yale one. There was one that happened in high school that I'm not very sure exactly
There's probably
what
less
happened.
information about that
It
one.
was on, I remember I was going through Twitter, and I retweeted something about, it was like, they were like, well, something about he held a girl down and put his hand over her mouth so she wouldn't scream or something.
Something like that. I know.
Regardless of whatever he did, if you're doing that, it's probably not the best thing.
Well, I know in the trial, one of their big towards Kavanaugh's case was that he went to a Jesuit high school, which is like this super Christian, like Jesus-oriented
And
school.
we all know
so,
Jesus excuses rapists.
I don't think he does that.
That was sarcasm, Kyle.
No,
I know.
but
Jeez. Jesus.
What Bible have you been reading?
Paint chips.
Oh God, no! But they claimed that because he went to that high school. Now, don't hold me to this because I am by no means a news reporter.
You're taking the easy way out.
Kyle, are you taking off your shoes?
I am indeed.
Why are you? God,
Haven't they
it's
always
gonna start smelling?
They've always been off. Nah, these
He slowly takes off every article of his clothing.
if you think
you
about
guys
it,
just look over, I got my shirt off. I already do.
Kyle, put your pants on.
God,
Kyle, why are your pants off? They've never been on.
God, save that for your uncle, please. Okay. Or for Brett Kavanaugh.
Oh, too
Sorry, that was
soon.
too soon. That was
He's in charge of our country.
Take a step back for a moment.
no.
Country. Country boy.
I love you.
Oh, God.
Okay.
So, the information we have is that a lady
Yes.
said that he took his pants down at Yale and stuck his dick in her face.
Yes. Basically. Basically, yes.
Basically,
yes. That is exactly what happened.
Sweet
He was
God.
just trying to warm her face.
Kyle.
Kyle.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's a
Jesus
bad one.
fuck.
Lord. Okay.
That's a bad one.
He was
No,
trying to warm her face.
It's called hum heat.
What the fuck did you just say to me? Oh my Lord.
That's probably the worst thing I've ever said on audio. Anyway,
we please forgive us.
Ooh.
no, I mean, okay, look. Now let's be serious about this.
I can't even look at you.
Obviously, you don't need to be sticking your dick in people's faces unless they are cool with it.
True.
You know?
You're right.
And assuming these allegations are true, because like I said, I don't know, and I don't even I've done no research about this. The only research I've done are the little PSAs we have to read in communications class. That is the length of my research,
Exactly.
and those are absolutely bite-sized. And
a lot of people don't know about it because, you know, it's so difficult to actually get information nowadays with
Fake
the
news.
Well,
Sorry.
yes, but like,
Sorry.
okay, so I watch ABC News, which mostly leans left. And with that, you know, they're going to paint Kavanaugh as this horrible devil that, you know, does all these things. But if I were to go to like Fox News to get this information, they're going to paint him as their Jesus.
How was the girl dressing?
Yeah, exactly.
Was she asking for it?
So
Well, wait, no. Did you see that one video of that mom that they asked, and she was like, you know, tell me one boy in high school that didn't do that.
I didn't.
I was like, what the fuck did you just say?
I can
Go find that. That's real. It's so dumb.
God. Yeah, I don't. That's a weird one.
Yeah.
That's a
It's
weird
just-
thing to say.
it's such a weird situation because
Wow.
what?
Did you guys hear that?
I did
Yeah.
hear that. What was that?
It was
Some guy just
Professor
walking-
Ellison.
Yeah, walking down
He-
the hallway.
He will probably come in here and be like, "What are you doing?" We're talking about
Same thing we did last week.
We're talking about
Brett
Kavanaugh's
Kavanaugh
penis.
being a rapist.
No, but it's the fact that, you know, he was accused of that and then
So they think he shouldn't get the job because of that. Right?
Yes.
That's the gist.
because of sexual,
Because he's a
you know,
fucking rapist.
yes, basically, yeah.
So,
you guys can
but
tell
hold on.
my thoughts on this, right? I am no
Yeah.
middleman.
We know.
But are we talking? Okay, because like I'm not comfortable throwing around the rape word unless we know all
Yeah.
the information. And
So it was not.
because sexual assault and rape is different.
Yes,
You're right.
she was sexually assaulted. That's what it was.
That's different. And I'm gonna just like, I'm not saying one is correct. They're both wrong, very wrong.
Great stance to
but-
take, Kyle.
Very easy stance to take, I think. It's the easiest choice I've ever made in my life, is to say rape is wrong. I didn't even really have to think about it.
What a turn this episode is going.
But I just don't know enough. I don't know enough.
Yeah,
Like-
it's something that you have to, you know, do your own research on, grab your own information. But just some breaking news that happened today was that the Senate voted for him to be confirmed. So that is just the big thing that's happened today with him being our next Supreme Court justice, taking away that swing vote, making our justice system, or our Supreme Court justice system, predominantly Republican.
Which I love, by the way,
And because I know you're a diehard Republican
as you can tell.
who hates Democrats, which is just like Kavanaugh. You guys would get along very
I'd
well.
fucking hit him if I saw him.
So, well, that's just the news for today. That's some breaking news that happened earlier today.
Let me just throw something in here before we change subjects.
Yeah.
Even if this accusation is not true, if the guy that you're gunning for has this much backlash and like a media storm around him,
Yeah.
Do you even want?
exactly.
Exactly.
Do you want to vote someone on who's going to bring, like, whenever they hear Kavanaugh, like, oh, the guy who was accused
Yeah.
of putting his dick in some girl's face? You don't do that.
Yeah.
Even if he did it or not, the fact that the question comes up should be enough to say, hey, look, you're not our guy.
Yeah. But that's why it's important now that we are all of age to vote, to register to vote. And then when November comes, vote, you know, your
Obama,
opinion.
third term.
No, that is not what we are voting for. But in local elections, too, it still matters. Like Phil Bredesen running for senator of Tennessee. That's a big one. That's somebody.
You heard that too, right?
No, okay. Long form story here. How I got to be looking at the soundboard. When you said no, when November comes, I thought, oh, like the Gorilla song, November Has Come. And then I thought, wait a minute, are we on the radio right now? So then I looked over to make sure we were all on twos, just to be sure.
And we're all
Oh
on
God! What if
one.
we were not? That
We're
would
just
be
talking about
atrocious.
Brett Kavanaugh's dick on the air
Oh God! They would have busted in here by now.
They would have by now, yeah,
By the
because they would have heard it.
by
Yeah.
the very beginning.
We've only been talking for 24 minutes.
That's
fine.
pretty good.
That is
I
pretty
think.
It's only 3:00.
So I think the thing you were getting at with Kavanaugh is not so much to ask our opinions about whether or not we think he did it or not.
it
but
was
you
just,
got it anyway.
This is just something that made history today.
Yeah.
This is something that
New
is
Supreme
going
Court
to
Justice.
affect our future. Whether you agree with it or not, this is something that we will have to live with, that we are all going to have to experience for at least another generation, probably until we have kids. And they're
they're probably our age.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we'll probably
because,
be
like
talking
I
about
said,
the new guy.
Supreme Court justices, they stay in there for life or until they retire, and they don't plan on leaving for a while. So, especially Kavanaugh. He's young. He just got in.
How old is he?
This happened in the 90s. His sexual.
Oh, you're right. His college years was in the.
He's got to be early
He's like
30s.
30 something. Yeah.
He's like 30s, 40s. He looks old as fuck.
He looks
God.
old.
Okay.
It's that sexual assault stress,
Just a note about this, and this doesn't really have to do with Kavanaugh, but how did these freaking politicians get so, they're able to become Supreme Court justice? What?
What's the password to log back in?
It's what's on the thing.
The MMC 117.
Just say the password on.
Make
the
sure it's
archive.
still recording. That'd be very sad if it wasn't.
We did that last time, and it should still be. Yeah, it should still work.
MMC.
It's the thing that's on the
It's
computer.
on the screen. Not the APSU stuff. Don't type all that.
It's 187.
What? Yeah, just look at the.
But I was listening to you.
Look at the screen.
We're still recording.
Thank God.
That's
Wow.
good.
Thank
Good.
God.
Good.
What were you gonna say?
Anyways.
But I'm curious how do you go from you're out of college, right? You're 22, 24, whatever, and then 10 years later, you're being appointed to be a Supreme Court justice.
It's more like 20 years. It's been
Well,
about 20.
Still, that's just no time at all if you really think
It
about it.
really doesn't seem like it. It's that also has to
impressive,
do
really.
with.
Why are they held to different standards though? Because you can't be president until you're 45?
Well,
35.
okay, I don't
Why
actually
is
know
that
how old he is.
different?
Let me look it up.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
look it up.
It's a good question.
I feel like the starting age for presidency should be 30, and the cutoff should be 60.
Drumroll, please. He is 53 years old.
the? Whoa! That's
God,
an old bitch.
We were so wrong, but on the thing where I got my information, it said that this stuff happened in the 90s.
Maybe the fucker went
So
back to
okay, but
college.
also you have to think he probably got his PhD. So he was probably
Yep.
in school for
he got
12
his
years.
PhD in sexual assault.
Oh boy,
Passed with flying colors.
We are so wrong. That just ruins my whole point. Well, not really, because there are young people who really rise through the ranks really quick.
Canada's
Yeah.
prime minister. Is Canada on a bloodline type thing? I don't know how Canada works.
No, they have a prime minister.
Are they even
They have a prime
real?
minister. He's really cute too. He's very attractive.
I think he's a cool dude.
He's really attractive.
Besides his cuteness, he's a really cool guy. He's into the right stuff.
Yeah.
He's doing the right.
Yes, I agree.
Right.
I agree. I don't know why there was.
I
that
want
there.
him.
What was the word he said? Oh God, what did he say?
Jeff
Something-
Goldblum, is that you?
I forget. It was people kind, I think is what he said.
What do you say? Is that what he is?
He didn't say humankind. He said people kind. I don't remember. It was ridiculous.
Can you
though.
name all the dumb shit that our president has said?
No, I cannot.
Really?
I was gonna pull up. I meant to
Too
have
much. Too much.
a
Good job. That was-
tweet from him today, but
Trump?
I could look at his Twitter right now just to see what he said about Brett getting in, but I feel like that's enough political talk for today.
Oh, for sure.
Give
I
me
am
1 second. I'll
exhausted.
find Trump's Twitter.
I thought you guys did a really good job discussing this.
Thank you so much.
I think
I really
did.
do.
I think I did awful. But thank you.
You always do awful.
Thanks.
I'm
Oh God,
No, I don't even want to know.
He's
I
an
don't
idiot.
even want to know.
he's an idiot.
Let's just save it.
Yeah.
Let's just save it for never.
Anyways,
Ugh.
we do not identify ourselves as Republican or Democrat.
Sorry.
I was just sharing this breaking news moment that made history
It's
today.
an important moment.
But now another important moment is we. Wow.
What did you just say?
Jesus. I don't fucking know. Why am I in college? We are going to discuss our top 3 favorite movies of all time. And
Just-
this I am so excited about.
I am too, but I want to be clear. This is just 3 movies we have. It's like the albums last week. It just happens to be 3 movies that it. Okay, I'm gonna speak for me.
Okay.
For me, my 3 are not in any order. I can't put anything in any order.
Yeah.
Except-
I put mine in an order because I actually do have a number 1 movie that I like to watch. But I feel like when we I think we should start at 3, and then work our way up. And then talk about why it's your favorite. Do you have a favorite actor in that movie?
Oh shit.
What makes it your favorite movie? Is it the plot, the cinematography, the colors.
The moving pictures.
The
I don't know
moving
any of the words
pictures.
that you just said to me. What?
Any, like, what is your favorite part of your favorite movie?
What is lighting?
But yeah, that's what we're doing. Top 3 movies.
Okay, so Kyle, would you like to start?
I don't. Somebody else start.
Marcus, would you like to start?
Why don't you start?
Okay, I will
Georgia?
start. I really
Why don't we
will.
have the producers start? Go Mark, me.
Yeah.
We'll go
Okay.
in the... Okay.
Cool. I'm so excited. Okay.
We should have discussed this off air.
We
That's
should
okay.
have, but it's fine. So, for me, I love scary movies. That is the only genre of movies that I will voluntarily watch. I love feeling scared. I just love scary movies. Like, I love the plot lines. I think it's amazing. So
you just refuse? Like, if I walked up to you and said, hey, check out this movie, you just... Like, if it was a comedy and you
yeah,
just
I'd be like,
no.
fuck no.
You're like, Kyle, are you out of your
I mean,
fucking
I would
mind?
watch it, but I wouldn't watch it in my free time. Like,
Wow.
That's curious.
The
You
movies-
watched it while you were busy?
I'll get to that in class.
yeah, exactly. But I also love Christmas movies. So my
All right.
number 3 movie that I put on here was Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh.
I love.
That's a good combination between the two, though.
Yeah, I love claymation movies. I
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
think they are beautifully done. They take so much time. They take so much effort. It is truly an art, like how they make those kinds of movies.
Yes.
It's insane. I watched like a documentary on how they actually developed that, and it is insane. It is absolutely insane.
I've actually been curious. I'm sorry, Mark.
No, you're good. It was
but-
going to be stupid. Go ahead.
But about claymation, like, why don't we do it more?
I don't know.
It's probably
I think
expensive.
It is, and it's
It takes
very
a
time consuming.
Fuck ton of time. Yeah.
Because you have to realize, like, every facial expression that they make
They
is
have
a
to remake
different-
it. Yep.
Because
Yeah.
the Nightmare Before Christmas, they started filming that in 1924, and it just recently got.
I thought you were being serious.
No. You're good. Continue.
Christ.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think I
had to
really
get-
like date jokes. I think I'm really getting into these.
Okay, so, and I like that one for the storyline too, because it's about he lives in Halloween Town and he goes to this different place and he just wants to, what?
I raised my hand.
What?
Let me just stop you before you get too deep into this. When you laugh, can you back up?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, we need to back
I
up
will.
because that was another complaint I heard. Somebody was like, "When you guys laugh, it's like an explosion."
I throw my head back when I.
yeah,
when
so
I
like
will.
when you start
Okay.
laughing, like back.
Georgia,
Just
she
fucking
falls
leave
into
the
her
room.
laugh, so it goes forward. I throw my head back.
I do.
I
Okay.
just don't laugh.
You fucking liar.
Okay. Was that better? Did you see how I like went?
Yeah, you
I did.
went
It's
to
a
the
little
corner.
better. Although we're
you.
24 minutes in, they probably cut it off because it's like I can't. This is too loud.
They were just like,
They said
fuck
we
this.
said like Republican. They're like fuck.
I hope you're still here because the Republican talk will never be a major thing.
No.
I don't give a
It's
shit
just
about
news.
politics.
It's if there's news, we'll
No,
talk about it. But
yeah.
that's about it.
Okay, so
Go ahead. Nightmare Before Elm
Thank
Street.
you.
Wait a
Nightmare Before Elm
minute.
Street. Nightmare Before Christmas. I mean.
get out. So, Nightmare Before Christmas, I think it has a wonderful story. I think it's beautifully done, beautifully filmed. I think it's ahead of its time. That was unnecessary. And I just
Ahead of
love
its time in what way?
Explain
in
yourself,
the storyline, I think, because
Kyle. Don't
well,
don't
maybe
laugh.
it's
I'm gonna
not.
laugh if you
No,
laugh.
no. Go ahead. I'm just
maybe
messing
it's
with you.
not. Because it came out in like the 90s. So
Well,
I'm
like,
lorded.
okay, what about it, like, specifically blew you away? Like, if there's one part you could,
There's
like,
one part.
just like the music, the
Jack's long ass legs.
Yes.
Okay, you know the scene with the boogeyman? And,
I actually haven't seen this movie.
Oogie Boogie is his name.
Oh my god.
I haven't seen this.
I've seen it
Okay,
like
well there's
once.
a scene with the boogeyman where he's got Santa Claus, trapped. That scene with like the lights and the colors and the song and everything about it. I think that scene's really, really
He's about
well
to give
done.
him that
God,
Oogie
shut up.
Boogie beat down.
No. No. We are done talking about that.
I apologize.
But that's my number 3.
cool.
Put
okay.
the Oogie in the Boogie.
God.
Oh,
God, please save me.
Okay,
if
so
anybody is listening.
About, what is the plot? Like, just give me a simple breakdown of the
Okay,
plot.
so basically there are this is really
Is
complicated.
this gonna be bad for you to do this?
No, this
your
is
best.
not bad. So
No, if you get really into it, like we can spend the whole podcast talking about.
No, I
movies.
won't. Yeah,
no, it's
well,
fine
yeah,
if
yeah,
you
yeah,
do. I'm just saying.
Okay,
like,
so basically, Jack Skeleton, right? He is the leader of Halloween Town.
why?
And
Who voted him in?
Shut the fuck up.
he's like always been there.
What
but
are his poll numbers
So he
like?
lives in Halloween Town, and everybody in Halloween Town is like scary looking and stuff. And this is a kids movie, so
Well, it's Tim Burton too, so it's a little freaky.
exactly. So it's a little freaky, but like I love kids scary movies because they have to be scary without gore and
Yep.
killing and stuff
You
like
gotta
that.
be more creative.
Exactly.
You gotta
So
be a little freaky.
they live in Halloween Town, and Halloween Town they celebrate Halloween. Halloween is a big event, and then after Halloween's over, they wait until the next Halloween. So Jack Skeleton is he is depressed.
For the
He-
record, it's Skellington. I know that
Skellington?
people will correct us, so it's Skellington. It's Jack
Skellington.
Skellington.
I want to say skeleton because I feel like that's.
I think it's like supposed to be like wordplay.
I'm just
Duke
gonna
of
say-
Wellington.
I'm gonna
Jack
say
of
Jack.
Skellington.
There we go. Tim Burton is not from the United Kingdom.
I'm gonna say the skeleton character,
Oh God.
the tall one, the
Skelly
lanky
boy?
Skelly boy. So Skelly boy
Spooky, spooky boy.
is very depressed,
Oh.
and he takes a walk in the woods.
Is he me?
Yes, and he finds these trees, and each tree has like a different holiday on it. So there's like a tree with a turkey on it, and then a tree with like a heart, and
Why
a
did
tree
you
with
lead
a clover.
with turkey?
I don't know. I just thought Thanksgiving. Okay. Anyways, I'm really hungry.
That's
so then,
close. I mean, Thanksgiving. Well, no, Halloween's closer.
You son of a bitch.
well, Halloween. They're in the Halloween world.
No. He means like in our current
current-
timeline.
Well, yeah. In our
current universe.
Arbor Day is even closer.
God. When is
Who gives
Groundhog
a fuck?
Day?
It's
Okay.
already passed, right?
Anyways, yeah, it has.
It's way.
That's
way,
in February.
Way down the line.
Okay. Anyway, so then he sees this tree
I don't
with.
intend to make it that far.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. That was
That was Kyle.
Kyle.
Son of a bitch.
that was too good for me. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, so he sees a tree with a Christmas tree on it, and he goes in there, and that's Christmas Town, obviously. And he like falls in love with this idea of like Santa Claus. And why are you looking at Kyle like that? Stop. Anyways, so
I'm here.
and it's
I'm with
just-
you.
Thank you. So he goes to Christmas Town, and he wants to have Christmas in Halloween Town. So it's kind of like, have you ever heard Allegory of the Cave? Like that.
Yep. Mhm.
It's like that.
No,
so
I don't know what
How
that
have
is.
you not? Are
That's
you
like
fucking
a
with us?
philosophy thing.
Are you fucking with us?
Well, those who have heard of Allegory of the Cave, it's like Skelly Boy left the cave, went to Christmas Town, and is coming back into the cave to inform the people
Kyle's
of
just
what
having
he
an
saw.
aneurysm.
I will explain that later. It's a really
Explain it
interesting
right
theory.
now.
No, I can't. So
Why?
Because my brain hurts.
Because I feel like this is a good time to do it. Because if you just bring it up later, it's like, why didn't you say
I'll
it
tell you
earlier?
like after the pod.
Okay,
Why?
That's fine.
Yeah.
What if people don't know what it?
Well,
what
then
it
they
means?
need to go to school and get educated.
Anyway,
It's expensive to go to school.
It is. I'm very poor currently, so
Shut up.
I'm gonna start crying.
You're going to a Titans game this weekend.
I am. What am I talking about? Okay. Anyways.
You have season tickets, fuckface.
Anywho. So he comes back to Halloween Town and wants to have Christmas, and then a lot of stuff goes wrong. It's just a really good movie. You need to watch it.
It does
That's
sound
all.
good. Like, it sounds like right up my alley.
It's
honestly.
really, really good. I have a copy. I can bring it to you.
Is it Blu-ray?
Yeah.
Oh, well then that's acceptable.
Well,
I
then
will
I
take
will-
it. If it
I'm
was
going to
some-
bring it on Monday, and you're going to have to watch it and write notes. I'm
During
going to give you a
class.
quiz on it. Yeah, during class. I'm going to give you a fucking quiz on it. So
I'm busy that day.
whatever.
Anyway,
So you really like that movie a lot.
I really do. I think
How's the
it's,
voice acting in it?
Oh, it's amazing. I don't know.
Who voices Skelly Boy?
Jesus Christ.
Let me look.
This is
that
why
up.
they don't let us bring shit in the recording room.
Is it Johnny? It's not Johnny Depp.
No. God.
I'm glad you feel that way.
What's wrong with Johnny Depp?
He's a disgrace.
Are you kidding me?
Johnny Depp's disgusting.
Shut up.
He
Okay, the
beat-
Johnny
He
voice
Depp.
beat his wife or something.
of Jack Skellington is Danny Elfman.
Danny Elfman.
That name sounds familiar.
Where do I know him from? He's a composer, isn't
Sally?
he?
Yes.
Danny Elfman is a
Yes.
is a composer.
Danny
Bat-
Elfman.
No, it's not Batman, is it?
No, Danny Elfman is a composer. Oh my God, who is Danny Elfman?
Wait, it says there's two here.
I
Oh my
feel
God.
like he wrote the Batman theme.
Oh, this might be a different Danny Elfman.
Yeah, definitely, because I don't think this guy played Jack Skellington.
This Danny Elfman looks like he is the human form of heroin. Here, let me show you a picture.
See, I see two different Danny Elfmans.
Really?
Do you see this Danny Elfman?
No, it's the same Elfman.
This one?
It's gotta
Yeah,
be.
It's that guy. So
That is Danny
he's
Elfman.
a composer
Yeah.
and he voiced him. Wow.
He
So-
voices all of Tim Burton's movies. That's
Really?
why. Okay, here we go.
Wow, he did the soundtrack for Batman, the old '89 Batman, Spider-Man 1, old Spider-Man. Wow, he does
Ooh,
a lot of
Spider-Man
things.
1.
Spider-Man 1.
That's a good one.
That is a goodie.
So,
Ooh,
yeah.
50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, my God.
He did that one too?
Yeah.
Wow, low point. Low point. We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about any of it.
That's my number 2 movie. I'm kidding.
Fuck.
So,
I'm kidding.
I was about to be like, wow, okay.
But do you think it's good? You should watch it.
I don't know if it's good.
I've
I know,
seen-
I'm
I've
saying,
seen
like,
it, like,
from my
once.
description.
Yeah, it sounds really good because
you should.
I like, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. We'll
It's
see.
a really interesting concept.
I think what kind of steered me away from it, honestly, a lot was because there just seemed this like fandom around it that I wasn't crazy. Like it was like an obsessive fandom around it with like people wearing like T-shirts with it, and, like
Yeah.
stockings and stuff. And I was
That
just like,
just happened like a few years ago. I
That
feel
was
like
back when everyone was like emo.
emo. Yeah.
That was in like the RAR XD phase. Of
that's
life.
what it remind the RAR
Yeah,
XD
uh-huh.
phase, and that's what I associated it with. So I was
Uh-huh.
like, okay, I'm gonna just not.
Yeah,
do it.
but
I'm
I mean,
slowly
if
back
you
away.
change your mind and you want to watch it,
I will watch it.
Even if you
bring
don't watch it.
if you bring
I will.
it, I will eat it.
Okay. I am counting on that. I'm prepared for you to break the disc and fucking swallow it.
Oh my god.
Anyways, number 2. Are you ready?
I don't swallow. I just chew.
Of course you don't.
Like a snake.
When did we talk about that before? When he ate a whole pizza, and your mouth would just
What?
like. Yeah, we were
Eat
talking
a whole
about that.
pizza once.
Not his
And
mouth,
like,
his fucking
mouth,
stomach.
No, his mouth would like open to the size of the pizza.
Oh, you mean his
and he
jaw
just-
would unhinge?
Yes,
Yeah.
like a old snaky boy.
God.
Indeed.
I almost spit Dr. Pepper everywhere.
That's what I'm saying. You need to be careful with that. You really need to time your drinks.
Stop fucking looking at me then when I'm drinking.
Okay, Georgia, what's your number 2?
Okay, my number 2 is a more recent movie, and I will explain why I chose this. So I chose my number 2 for, in the scary genre,
God damn it.
A Quiet Place.
That's really good.
I chose this movie because I have had 2 nightmares involving this movie, and I never have nightmares.
Was it John Krasinski's face?
No.
What's it, John
Oh my God, I have-
screaming?
No, it was like the storyline where we had to be quiet, and then people weren't being
Georgia,
quiet, and I knew I was gonna die.
I love you as a friend, but say storyline one more fucking time.
Storyline,
Fuck!
but
we wouldn't survive.
I know I
We
wouldn't.
wouldn't in the quiet.
Oh, I
place.
How would
died.
we record the pod?
Why would we fucking try?
We would. Okay, no, we'd set up a camera and do it in sign language.
I wish
Why
people
would we
could've
try to
just
do
saw
that during the alien apocalypse? You gotta.
Well, this room is pretty.
We gotta keep the content flowing.
This room.
It's
I was
soundproof.
thinking about
This
that.
is soundproofed, isn't it?
Well, this
Yeah.
room is very low in the ground and it's soundproof, so I think we'd be okay.
we could like board off and survive
just as
in
long
the
as we
studio.
put our studio beside a waterfall.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
We're not getting into that waterfall bullshit.
Yeah, I've actually seen this movie and I saw.
Didn't we talk about this before?
We did.
Yeah,
We talked about it, and we both kind of agreed that like you liked it, but then when you talked to me, you kind of liked it a little less.
That's because I did that with all movies. Like once I start to like get into it, I'm like, wow, there's some shit in
It
here
sounded
that
better
needs
in my
fixing.
head.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I enjoyed it quite a lot. I'm a John Krasinski fan.
Me too.
Obviously
Aren't we
from
all?
The Office because
Oh,
and
yeah.
his height, he's very tall. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I hate you.
Yes.
He's also have you seen him in the Jack Ryan thing when he like
I've seen
is
trailers, but I
shirtless?
haven't
Isn't that
seen
new?
it. Yes.
No, I'm just saying like when I saw a still
Yeah, it is
photo of
new.
him.
Oh, I've seen like commercials for it, but I
Yeah.
have not.
I saw him in a still photo. Dude's cut up. Let me tell you.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
he is. Oh my god.
Oh God.
Yeah, you could build a city on that.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, so
Jesus.
yeah, I saw the movie pretty recently, and I liked it. But I didn't think John Krasinski was the best part. Emily
Yeah,
Blunt
his wife.
was the best part.
That's his wife in real
Yeah, it
real
is.
life.
They're great together.
They
My
really are.
favorite scene of the movie was when she steps on the nail.
Oh, fuck that.
Because that was
Oh
the
my
scariest part of the
God.
movie. Was like,
yes,
Jesus
it was because you
fuck.
knew that was coming.
I think my favorite scene was when the fucking...
I know what you're gonna say.
No, you don't. When the basement floods.
Okay, yeah.
And
yeah.
the thing is, we think,
Yes.
it can't swim. It swims real good. And the baby won't shut up.
I've never been afraid of noise before because normally you're afraid of silence and you're afraid of like, in a scary movie when it gets really, really quiet and you're like waiting for something to happen. But in this, it's like the opposite. You're like waiting for a noise to come and like break all the silence. Like when the lamp fell. And that was like super,
Yeah,
super,
it was loud,
super loud.
man. Because like, there's no sound in the movie really up to, well, the spaceship.
Yes.
With the toy. That
Excuse
freaked me out.
Oh, I thought you meant like real spaceship. I was like, what the
No,
fuck?
no,
like
no,
a
the
little
toy.
toy.
What cut did you see?
I saw the Ridley Scott cut.
Fuck. Is that his 7th or his 8th cut?
Oh, God. It's the director's cut, I believe, with audio commentary
So
by Johnny
12.
Depp.
God,
Oh, God.
full circle. Love it.
No, but I really thought that was a good movie, and I put this on my list because I have had like nightmares about it, and that never happens with me with scary movies.
Oh, just for the record, full spoilers for any movie we
Yeah, we
bring
discussed.
up.
Although we didn't really spoil A Quiet Place or Nightmare Before Christmas.
I'm
actually.
going to. Do you remember in the beginning you're talking about the spaceship where the kid gets his shit flipped in like 5 minutes time?
He is
Did you expect
dead
that to happen?
by the beginning of that.
I was not prepared for
because
dust off.
okay, I didn't know what to expect.
And then the kid gets
He's just gone. I was
straight out the game like, oh fuck.
I was not prepared.
I was scared because I went into that movie not knowing anything about it. Like I just had seen commercials.
I hadn't
on
seen
it.
any trailers for it either. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't even know what
It's
the
not
monster
a,
really
it's
looked
not
like.
a
Exactly,
movie
neither did
that
I. I didn't even
lends
know it was a
itself
monster.
to trailers well because the main thing that like your main selling point is also your main story plot thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if-
There's no
Storyline?
surprise.
Shut
though.
up. So if you give it away, then
Yeah.
that's gone. So they didn't show a lot. I saw one trailer and I was like, there's nothing, but I want to see it still.
Yeah, because it was scary and it drew people in and people
Yeah,
like.
you didn't know that it was like
the
a
unknown.
monster until you went in. You
Yeah.
didn't know what it was.
I thought it was like I went in thinking that they were in a house by themselves, but I didn't realize it was like the entire world.
I think in the first trailer, you see like claws for like a second. It's when she's in the tub and it's a shot.
Yes, you're right.
It's the shot like behind her and your claws like
That's a
on
really
the
good
wall
shot.
for like a second. That's the only thing you
Yeah.
see.
I thought they were gonna kill her off. I thought that'd be kind of neat.
I
While
loved
she
how
was
she
giving birth.
prevailed and like it was like woman empowerment at the end with her.
I thought the ending was kind of lame.
What? I thought the ending was
They're gonna
amazing.
shotgun all those aliens.
I thought it was lame. I'm
I
like,
thought it was really
is
good.
this what we're doing?
I
You're
thought it
telling
was
me.
really good.
Me and Mark had this conversation. You're
Yeah.
telling me the military didn't come up with this first?
yeah, like they're not
The
gonna
military
try
is quite
everything.
big. Yeah, it's like we have supersonic weapons.
They have things like that. Like they invented like trucks that have like sonic guns on the top that just
Yeah.
shoot sound waves for
Did-
no reason.
Did they not think maybe, oh, they're sensitive to sound. Let's turn it up a lot and it'll bother them.
They would really like our podcast, especially when we laugh into the mics. That's what.
No, they'd
That's
be
what
really
kills them
upset.
all.
Like, oh, those fuckers making this fucking noise again.
our movie rocks. What are you talking about? No, but
We were talking about like what we didn't get is that why like if their weakness, not weakness, but like if they don't like sound, what made them evolve to the point like, hey, when the thing happens that we don't like, our skin is gonna peel away and
Okay,
unveil
I
our
took it
gooey
as-
bits.
I took it as when you hear something cringy and you're like, oh god, that's what that
That's
was.
what they
to
did. Like,
me.
oh, her fucking hearing aid.
Dude, somebody's made a YouTube video of this and just him voicing like whenever the skull switch are like, oh god.
That's what I'm telling you. It's like
Third
they're
grade.
cringing.
Oh.
They're cringing.
Ew.
That's what it is.
That's the weakness. You make them cringe.
I like
Exactly.
the
So they
like
should
the
be listening to
design.
this.
I
We-
like the design of the creatures until we got
Thank you.
Shut the fuck up. Until we got too close. Because
Yeah,
once
then
we
it
saw
starts to
too
look
much,
weird.
I'm like, oh, it's kind of fucking stupid.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
His head is mostly his mouth,
Yes.
and his head is too round for the rest of his body. Like it's almost a perfect sphere.
He kind of looks like Venom without any of the like facial.
Oh my god.
looks like Venom, but like he's more on his hind legs. Venom
Yep.
stands more upright, like a dude,
like a boss,
like a.
Like a-
There's the door.
like a BAUSS,
God.
a boss. Swallow that,
He
Jesus.
spits on the floor. floor.
I almost spat directly into the mic.
Whoa.
Oh, God.
The part where I thought there were certain parts of it that were really interesting, like how they had the fireworks set up.
Yeah.
To go off for a distraction.
I thought that was yeah.
But then that begged the question: why aren't they carrying around little eggs
And just
with
chuck them in the other direction?
timers
Yeah.
to be like, oh, he's close. You know what I mean?
Because I think the sound is so sensitive for it.
I think
because
they'll
even,
always
like,
just follow like the loudest thing.
Here's my problem with that, though. Is because you say it's like it needs to be a very intense sound for them to be attracted to it.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Well, what are you saying?
I'm saying like their hearing is so sensitive, even like the smallest sound. So if you set a timer like the ticking,
I don't think that's
right. But then they didn't hear Emily Blunt's character breathing heavily downstairs as she's trying not to bleed out and give birth at the same time.
Yeah,
what I
you're
didn't
right.
get is remember when the kids were stuck in the corn silo thing?
Yes.
And one of them falls in and digs its way out? That makes a lot of noise.
Yeah, that's
Why
okay.
aren't the aliens attracted to noise the other ones make? How did they differentiate?
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's a good
There you
point.
go.
It makes no sense to me.
Damn. Some of the things.
Can you imagine the
John
confusion?
Krasinski.
Get on it.
like the other aliens hear the silo and they run up and be like, was that you? John, stop fucking around, man. Jesus Christ.
We can't keep cringes.
John, back to the nest. Jesus fuck.
So
Oh, my fuzzy bits came out.
my last question for you about this movie is: do you think there will be a next one?
I don't think that this movie lends itself to doing
I don't
I
think
think
there
it-
should be.
I think it does lend itself to
I don't
one.
think it should.
I don't think it should either.
Do you-
I don't think
okay,
the first one should have been made.
If
No,
it
play.
is, do you think that
was
it
pretty
should
good.
follow these same characters, like another group of people in the same world, like on another side
I
of
didn't
the planet,
even think about that.
handling it differently?
See, here's my issue with these types of movies in general is that there's this, and it's a natural progression of this type of story, is where you start out in the beginning, you're trying to figure out what the hell's going on. And then after that, you're like, oh, we can make war on these things. And then the next movie is them making war on it. I don't like that.
Like Independence Day.
Yes.
I bet you hated the new one.
I didn't see it.
You don't.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
hearing in general.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's the same, it's, that's a bad example because Aliens is still good. It's just not as good. What is a good example? 10 Cloverfield Lane, in a way.
Yeah.
Those really aren't a sequel if you think. Oh, you
I
mean like
hated that
you didn't
movie.
like the ending?
No, I didn't.
How it's like, oh, we're gonna fucking fight now.
Yeah, we're gonna. Okay, so there's like a resistance, and we're gonna fight. No, okay, no.
I thought
I
that
don't-
movie
I
was
don't want that.
garbage. I didn't.
I
like
enjoyed it
It was
I
good
don't
up until
like
the last 10. Like, oh,
It kinda
there's
scared me a
aliens in
little
this
bit.
bitch. Like,
because the whole point, like the thing was like, what is going on outside? And then
turns out the shit's hit the fan.
turns out the shit's hit the fan like we thought, and then we're gonna go and
But
like
harder
meet with
than
other
we
people.
thought.
And we're gonna meet with other people
and
and
fight
yep, I don't
these
like
little
that.
dog hedgehog
In one of my
worms.
movies, I have on my list, I'm gonna bring up this exact thing,
Okay.
and it bothers, and I'll get into more detail about it because
Well-
it really bothers me, but I still love the movie.
Cool.
I'm excited to hear. Let me finish my list really fast so then
Go
we can
for
move
it.
on. So, my very favorite movie of all time, like when I was a
Oh,
kid.
so yours was in order?
Yeah, mine are in order. This is my favorite movie of all time. I used to watch this movie like a year or two ago, like every night before I went to sleep. I love this movie. I think it's beautifully done. It is a children's horror movie. I love children's horror, as I've mentioned before. So my favorite movie of all time is Coraline.
Oh fuck.
Oh, okay.
I love that movie. I don't know why.
That spooked the fuck out of me when I saw it.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like it's
so
spooky,
spooky.
in a way for kids, and I think I love those kinds of movies. I think it's beautifully done. I watched it like twice in the past like week.
Wow.
It's
Yeah?
so good. I
You
can
like it?
recite almost every word. I think it's so good.
I haven't seen it.
Tell me the
What?
line
It's on
from
Netflix.
minute
Watch it.
57, second 13.
I don't think
She's
there's.
full of shit.
She's full of bullshit.
If you haven't watched that movie, please watch it. It's so good.
It's
on
a
Netflix.
book. It's a book.
It is a
actually,
book.
by
Oh,
Neil,
really?
Neil Gaiman.
What? It's a Neil Gaiman book.
Yep.
He's an adult author.
He
isn't
writes quite a few.
He writes children's books.
Yes.
American
Yeah,
Gods.
It was.
Yep.
I read that in
Wow.
like middle school.
Which one?
Coraline.
Oh, that should have been American Gods.
Oh.
Kyle,
That's fine.
I'll kill you.
Why?
Because you put your sock feet on the table next to me.
Oh, it's hard to get comfortable.
Take it off.
Take it off.
God.
Next article, clothing coming off.
No.
Better be your pants. Oh, fuck.
Pants are already off, buddy.
Shit, he's right.
Jesus. Okay. Well,
Coraline,
that
huh?
was my list.
What do you? I want to talk about this for a minute.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to just rush through these.
Okay.
Even though I see Mark checking his phone
No, stop. I
for the
wasn't.
time. Guys, we have 13 minutes. No, what do you like about Coraline?
It's another claymation movie. I think I don't know why I'm like attracted to those kinds of movies.
Because they're interesting.
They catch my eye really well. The colors in that movie are very muted. They're not
Yeah, I do
And-
know that.
colors in movies give me headaches because like my brain can't pick
Because
them
you're
up.
colorblind, right?
Yes.
So it's like it all blends together. Ooh, you
In a
will
way.
not like one of my movies. Oh, you will
It's
not.
just like it's sometimes they give me headaches and that one doesn't because the colors are very muted. It's mostly nighttime. I think like the hidden meanings behind some of what they say like within the plot is really good. I love reading like conspiracies on what actually happened. Like I think it's a really good movie and it reminds me of my childhood. Halloween time is my favorite. It's just
Halloween is the best holiday.
Halloween is the best holiday and this movie
What?
is a very good.
I love Halloween.
It's
Me too.
Christmas.
Shut up.
See,
Guys,
okay, I've
come
had this
on.
conversation before, and the thing about Christmas, I like the build up to Christmas
Yeah.
more
No,
than
no.
Christmas.
Like I
You're
like
right.
enjoying Christmas time for like a month.
I like
you
how
know.
everyone is generally happier from December 1st to Christmas. The music's playing. Everyone's so like, oh, fuck, man. Listen to this music. Look at the snow. Like, everyone's
Yeah.
happier. And then Christmas, like, man, I got fucking socks. And then it's done.
Yeah, because that time from January 26th to like January is the most depressing thing. Of
January
all time.
26th?
That's
You
no.
December
dumbass.
26th.
December 26th to about like January, February
Get
time.
out.
Yeah.
And pretty much till spring,
Yeah.
everyone's kind of sad. But because I think we should just keep pushing Christmas back, so we are never sad. You see?
So we are never sad.
So the buildup is always alive.
That would be my ideal wish if I was.
So
King
we should
ruler
just make the
of
entire
everything.
year December.
Yes.
And be like, okay, New Year, Christmas is the day before the New Year, and the New Year starts.
is December 1st.
And then it's the build
so
up
it's
to
a
Christmas.
constant cycle.
Yep.
Nice.
Never run out of
We
Christmas.
just become Christmas planet. This is our
Wow.
traditions now.
Oh.
But yeah, I
Anyway,
think it's a great
Treasure
movie.
Planet.
That's a good one.
Watch this movie, and I'm gonna give you all a quiz on it, and so we can have a.
Who voices
Intellectual.
Coraline? I want to say it. I'm going to make a wild guess.
Okay,
Dakota Fanning.
that sounds right.
Is it?
I'm gonna look it up.
She's in War of the Worlds.
Or
Scarlett Johansson.
Abigail Breslin.
Where do I know that
It
name
is Dakota Fanning.
What?
Wow! Dude, I'm not even kidding. I didn't look this up before. Like, because I had no idea what she
How
was going
would
to
you?
say.
Yeah,
Uh,
it is Dakota Fanning.
I don't know. That name just seemed right to me.
Coraline Jones. It's really good. It's such a good movie. Please watch it.
That
Oh,
name
I
just
love
seemed
that movie.
right to me.
I got time tonight. I'll definitely.
Please, it's
give
on
it a once
Netflix.
over.
It's on Netflix.
I really need
If
to be.
it spooks me, it's going off.
No, you can't. You can't get spooked. It's like just because
What do you
the
mean I can't
buttons
get
scare
spooked?
You
you.
can tell me what I can and can't do.
Okay.
No, but
You
I
suck.
really have to beat Spider-Man, so.
Yeah.
You need to get.
That's
had
something
it
that
for like
we'll
a
talk
month
about
and a half.
next week.
I know, it's just I worked like 4 days this week. And I went from no, like I would come home from school, like change and go to work. So I didn't really have much time to
Yeah.
and then by the time I get home it's like 10 o'clock and I'm like, oh, but it's time for bed.
Good night.
What? Are you a father of 4? You get your ass on the horse and you play that shit till it's done. 10 o'clock, time for bed.
No, actually
Gotta get the kids up in time for school tomorrow.
no, really, when I say that, I mean it's more like it's time to be thinking about bed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I'm the same way. Around
God,
like
that made it sound worse.
around like 6:30.
I gotta sit in
start.
bed for an hour before I'm ready
Yeah.
to sleep. I understand.
Well, like if I'm laying down, that doesn't mean I'm going to bed. It just means I'm laying down.
Even like some days, like 5:30, I'm like
It's time.
getting ready.
wait. Does that pick up?
Sure
It
does.
Sure does.
These are good microphones.
Yeah, they are.
They
It-
really are.
It upsets me because
Ooh.
it picks up everything, including errors. Can you stop?
Georgia, don't you fucking...
Sorry.
She just flexed that.
Flex on me.
You know what I just realized?
Flexio. That's a lot of damage.
We're gonna have to
stop.
save. We're gonna save our childhood story
For next time?
for next time.
I'll just punch the mic.
How long are we into this?
An hour.
What?
What?
Yeah. so
No
that's what I'm saying.
way.
It's 3:30 now.
Oh, my God.
So
Are
I
you
say
serious?
we
Oh,
get through
boy.
your
Oh,
list and
wow.
we discuss your movies,
Jesus
and then we
Christ.
save everything else for
Why,
next week.
why don't we do this?
Okay.
I want to know why Mark likes Power Rangers so much. So we're going to finish with the movies, right? And we're going to
Okay.
go as long as we did with you because
Yeah.
That's fair.
this
It's
is the
fair, yeah.
main topic.
Mhm.
This is our main topic.
The rest is just kind of additive.
Wrap up.
yeah.
So I'll ask Mark about Power Rangers. We'll wrap it up. We'll do your most embarrassing childhood story. I'll bitch about King Lear because I still need to read more of the play anyway.
Yeah.
To like, you know.
So next week we'll do that.
Yep. And we'll
So
probably do
a
the
glimpse
books
into
too.
next week. So next week will be books, embarrassing childhood story,
King
and
Lear.
your opinion on King
The
And
King Lear showing I
hopefully-
spent 4 fucking hours at.
Hopefully, Spider-Man PlayStation 4 talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we'll be able to talk about it. We're not closing the show.
No,
just so
we're
you know.
fucking staying on.
All right, Marcus. Your
Okay.
favorite movies.
I think. Hold on. I think that's a
Son
great.
of a bitch.
I think that's a good list.
Yeah, it
Thank
is.
you.
That's a good.
Even though
Thank
I
you.
only knew one of those movies.
I
but
love horror movies, so if anybody ever wants to discuss
You like horror movies?
horror movies,
Horror.
Okay,
you can
Kyle,
find those at pornhub.com
Pretty
At-
Woman is a must for me.
Yeah.
She's
Let
not
me
a
tell
whore.
you about these horrors.
This is why we're an hour in already.
Okay, Mark, go ahead.
Yeah, so mine aren't in any order. I just
Okay.
picked. It's not based on like how like I wasn't like, oh, this is like.
These are your favorite movies.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's based on like enjoyment more than anything else.
Okay.
So one of mine is War of the Worlds, the one with Tom Cruise from like
Yeah.
2005.
That's a
6.
good one.
It is pretty good. A lot of people didn't like it, but I think it's the right mix of like suspenseful and scary, but also really fun.
I haven't seen that.
It's terrifying.
The intro when the aliens are first coming.
that still scares the fuck out of me. To
like when the
this day.
clouds are like
Yeah.
going over and it's just like what the fuck is
He
happening?
starts just beaming people.
And people
in the
just get
street.
zapped.
It's
Like, it's
terrifying.
nuts. Yeah.
because the way that it's shot, like you're in the street running with Tom as people are getting gunned down like next to him. It's terrifying.
And Tom, anytime he's in a scene where
Acts
he's
the
running,
shit out of it.
he's so good at running.
He's
I don't
good.
understand it.
He's good at everything.
I like Tom Cruise a lot.
He's great.
He's good, very good.
There's the one scene where they're down in the basement.
Yep.
Where that
Great scene.
The probe is following down the thing.
Killer
and
scene.
And they're trying to hide from it. And then they put the mirror in front of it, and it's kind of like, what am I looking at right now? He gets confused, like, what the fuck is? Oh, it's me, and he goes back up.
Oh, I've been down here already.
I've checked this hallway before. But no,
Mile.
that sound that the tripods make, that kind of foghorn that they
Yep.
do before they pull out their guns,
That's before foghorns were the thing.
used to scare me as a kid. Even now, I get
You get
shivers.
nervous and-
'Cause
yeah,
that,
you kind of pee a little bit.
whoa, I'm like, oh god, they're coming.
Feel a little drip.
Yeah.
Feel a little drip.
I
Drip.
get a little leakage.
Yeah, like a
No,
little bit.
everything about the movie is great. Just the sound design, from the sounds they make to the sound of like their laser heat ray makes. It sounds like it's hot, you know?
Yeah,
It's terrifying.
which is a weird thing to say, but a lot of movies don't get that right.
no, like this sounds like, oh, there's heat coming off of that shit.
There's so much heat.
There's
It's
so much
turning into a
heat.
solid.
It's I never got how that heat thing worked, because it's vaporizing people. When it hits cars, it pushes them.
Just take a little bit of mustard off that heat blast, you know?
We gotta have some set off some disbelief. I understand. That's a good movie, especially the end where the humans win because the aliens get the flu. What a great movie! Where
It's like
the
New
army
World stuff.
Yeah,
I'll
the
have to see that.
The
I
army,
haven't watched
it's
it.
really
It's a
good.
good
I
one.
have a copy.
It's a Spielberg movie.
Oh.
I think it's one of his best.
I would agree. I'm not the biggest Spielberg fan either, though.
I'm not a big
I like him.
recent Spielberg fan.
Yeah.
He's kind of gone in a bad place.
Ready Player One.
Director. The book is better. But no, I really like the end of that movie, because it's like when Tom Cruise is standing there and the aliens have this force field around their ships, right? We can't hurt them. And for some reason, when they get sick, maybe one of them sneezes and hits the force field off button or something, because Tom Cruise is like, hey, look at the birds. The birds are sitting on the ship, right? He's like, look at the damn birds. It's a great scene, and they hit it with a rocket and it falls down. I don't know. It was.
Is
I
that
just
the
thought it a
ending?
lot. Yeah, that's the end.
So it's not even really like they could just be like, oh, we're better and just continue
No,
fucking shit
it's
up.
just like we happen when because we've been on this earth for longer, as we've become used to like the smaller germs. They're not because they've been using our blood as fuel, and they've been drinking from our water, which they're not used to because they're from Mars and they're pussies, so they die from the flu.
Yeah,
and we win.
They need
because
some
we were
milk.
here longer. They need some milk.
What kind of milk?
2%.
Cashew.
Get the fuck out of here.
Almond.
Soy?
Get out.
Yes.
Ostrich.
I don't like the little girl in that.
Australian milk.
You guys are
I said ostrich.
disgusting. Dakota Fanning is actually in that. I don't
is?
like her in that movie.
I don't like the
Because she's
boy.
just yelling.
Yeah, I don't like the boy.
He's a bit of a douchebag.
The young man?
The young man who runs off in toward the army.
I'm like, you are a fool.
He's like, Dad, let me go see it. I gotta fight the Martians in my jeans and jacket and unarmed.
And my Beats by Dre.
I gotta fight, Dad.
I mean, really, you could just cough at him. He's very prepared, actually.
Why the fuck were they so close? Because they go to the hill and the army's like, the army's like right there, just fighting like 4 of them. And Tom Cruise is like, oh, there's the army. What are they doing? Whatever.
The whole army is
I love
3 Humvees.
And 1 half-assed tank. But no, that
It
was
was the
really
National
good.
Guard. Okay.
Was it the National Guard?
I don't know.
National-
That would make sense if they be the. Well, no, it wouldn't. They probably send the Marines.
If it's
first.
the Martians, you better mobilize the army.
You better mobilize everybody.
The National Guard.
Scramble the interceptors.
Just like news choppers throwing rocks at them.
Yep, that's it, big red one. Big old red one. All right, I do love that movie quite a bit.
It's really
I love the
good.
scene where Tom Cruise says, "Sandwiches." You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. He's like, "Let's make us some sandwiches."
And he finds out his kids don't like, what is it?
He's like, peanut
butter
sandwiches.
And he throws it out the window.
What the fuck?
He's making peanut butter sandwiches, and his daughter is
I'm
allergic.
hungry.
No,
yeah,
she's
yeah,
allergic.
Yeah, she's allergic to peanuts.
And the
He
son
gets so mad.
isn't hungry, so he throws the peanut butter sandwich at the window,
It
and it
just
just slowly slides down.
Oh,
it's so good.
you guys want some peanut butter sandwiches? How about some peanut butter sandwiches? It's freaking.
You want some Scientology with those sandwiches?
And he like shreds the peanut butter with like a big ass like cooking spoon. I'm like, bro, that's not how you do
Tom
things.
Cruise is the best movie dad. Sandwiches.
And he empties the whole loaf
He doesn't even take one out. He puts the shit.
down. He's like, take it all out. I'm like, maybe you want to ration that a little
He
bit.
starts doing it like poker. Remember, he starts dealing them like they're playing
yeah,
poker.
Yeah, he does.
What
yeah,
a
he does.
jackass.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Oh, I gotta go watch them when I get home.
Sandwiches. So good.
Look at the damn birds. Ooh.
Look at him. And he picks up a little rock. He's like, it's cold. Feel it.
Why would you do that to me? Oh God. Look at the It's cold. Oh my God.
What's your number 2, Mark? Tell me.
Holy shit. I gotta recover from that. Ooh, babe, I'm sweating. Ow, I hit my crane. Second movie, Jurassic Park. Original Jurassic Park.
Okay.
1990.
Finally, something I can fucking talk about.
Whoa.
It's a good one.
kidding.
It's a good one right there.
Has anyone ever read the book?
Nope.
It's boring as shit.
I've seen it, Books a Million, quite a bit. I'm
The-
like, nope.
The author,
I like to read, just not that.
Michael Crichton, is an actual like science guy. So
Yeah.
9/10 of the chapters are like him writing out like genomes. I'm like, this isn't interesting.
Yeah, this is not that
I
scene
don't
in the
want to
kitchen.
read genetic sequences, Michael.
What I do want to see is that raptor, or no, Yes.
Yeah.
It was a
Yes.
raptor in the kitchen.
There's 3 rappers in the kitchen.
Yes. Dope ass scene.
That's a good choice
That
for a
movie's
movie.
pretty
That's a
good.
good movie.
I can never get bored of watching that. I can watch it back to back and be like, yeah, that's some good shit right there.
And do you remember the memes that were born of that song?
What are those?
I just cringed like A Quiet Place.
My weakness is exposed. My internal organs.
How do you feel about the new Jurassic Park?
Do
Do you think there's too many?
I think
too many bad ones.
I think they're trying too hard to make Chris Pratt a thing.
I don't like Chris
Yeah.
Pratt really. I think
I
Oh.
like him in certain roles, but I don't think he's a leading action man.
he's not.
He's not Harrison Ford. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not even close.
No.
And he sure as hell ain't no Jeff Goldblum. I'll tell you.
Fuck no.
What?
I'll tell you if we could. I don't know why. I do declare if we could,
Jesus.
if we could have Jeff Goldblum.
Must Go Faster. What a guy. What a movie. No, that first one's great.
Life
Just-
finds a way, doesn't it?
Life finds a way.
I feel like the originals of anything, like the first ones,
Yep.
are usually the best.
Alien.
Such a fucking mouth.
Alien.
I
is
don't
a
know. The
superior
first
movie.
Predator isn't that good.
No, it's not.
Okay, but it's a schlocky, stupid
also, like-
action film.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Get to the chopper.
It certainly didn't build a world like Alien
No.
did. Like Alien, it built a atmosphere,
I
which
feel
Ridley
like
Scott is very good at.
Off of the 2 franchises, Alien and Predator, Predator has gotten the short stick in terms of a world that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like Aliens have a determined beginning, middle, end. This is how they exist. This is why they exist. So on and so forth.
And that again frustrates me about Alien is that they explain too much.
But I feel like with Predators, you should explain more than you have, because it's just
Maybe.
like, hey, every movie with the Predators will what's the word? When you mess up something that's already been established. What's the word I'm looking for?
Cashew milk. I don't know.
God damn it!
the
It'll
only thing
like
that's been on my
it'll
mind.
be say one movie comes out and says something. The next movie will come out and say a different thing about the same thing.
Redundant.
Something like that. But the point is, they've rewritten it too many times where it doesn't make sense. And no one knows really what they're about. Jurassic Park, Raptors, fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah.
Good. Dr. Alan Grant.
Ian. Wait. No, it's Alan Grant, Ian Malcolm. I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all know.
Dr. Alan Grant.
Christ.
That scene with the clever girl.
I like the scene where he threatens that kid with a raptor claw.
You know?
God.
He's like, look, here, you fat fuck. Raptors will get you here, here, and here, and you'll die.
I love the scene where he grabs the electric fence and is like,
And the kid actually gets shocked.
And again, that scene's good for a few reasons. One, it's good dad humor.
And his great dad.
And he's becoming a better
A father,
dad,
mhm,
and it's
to these
it's
kids.
good for his character, and it's also good because
Yeah.
it foreshadows
the kid getting
the
his
kid
shit
getting
rocked.
his shit fucked. So it's all,
That's a good movie.
it's a good little. See, Spielberg, he's got it.
Oh my god,
sometimes.
they've
That's-
both been Spielberg movies
that-
so
They
far.
sure
movie
have.
is
I think
also
you like
on
Spielberg more
Netflix.
than you think.
I like him. I like old Spielberg. Old Spielberg. I like old Spielberg.
Have you seen Schindler's List?
Haven't yet. I don't like.
I haven't
old-
I've
either.
heard
I
of
don't
that.
want to watch. Like I don't.
wanna see
I
it
feel like
too.
it's sad.
It is very sad. Like from what I've seen of it, very fucking sad.
The only movies I watch about World War II are like Inglorious Bastards and Fury.
Good one.
I've seen Inglourious Bastards.
Have you seen Fury?
That's another.
No.
Brad Pitt tank film. It's pretty good.
It's good. It is good. But that was another topic I was gonna bring up later on at
Shit.
some point. Was favorite war movie. We don't have to do it now.
We're not going to.
We're not because we have to get through your
Your-
number 3 pick.
I want to know what your third pick is.
I do
What
too.
war did you mean specifically? Like 1812 or like?
Or like,
The one where they burned the White House down.
In-
That is the War of 1812, my friend.
I was like Independence War.
the Spanish American
the one against the alien.
War.
Oh shit.
Revolutionary War.
No, my third one was a bit of a hard time because these have mostly been like enjoyment.
Yep.
So my third one is the Power Rangers movie from last year.
Here we go.
Okay, look, stop.
I actually knew this was coming.
really?
I had a feeling.
I think you just looked at his list.
I don't have a list. I'm not. I don't fucking write shit down.
Oh.
I felt it in my loins.
My list. Oh, he felt something else in his loins. Okay, look.
I just thought of a funny joke, but I'm not going
What'd
to
you
say
say?
it.
Oscillating in my loins.
Jesus.
But no, okay, Power Rangers has been a thing for like 20 or so years. Like, I think they just hit their 25th anniversary this year or something like that, right?
Okay.
The fact that they're able to pull the series from the 90s forward to the modern day and have moderate enjoyment, even if it didn't make a lot of money.
You enjoyed
Not
it.
everybody liked it. I loved it a lot.
Yeah.
Yep, that's all that matters.
Mostly because of not exactly because of what it was, but what it can be and what it stood for. You know?
Yeah, it was a comeback.
It was a comeback. All
It
the
was like,
kids,
hello, we're still here.
we still exist. I like how all the kids were like different. There was not two of any race. All of them were different. They had different backgrounds. Most of them were gay. There was not the Blue Ranger was autistic. He was.
Most of the Power Rangers were gay in that movie?
The Yellow Ranger was questioning like bisexuality.
Oh, is that a part of the movie?
Yeah.
Because I've never seen it.
Yeah. She was like, "Hey, I might like women."
Oh, and what about the Pink Ranger?
Yellow and Pink might be a couple.
Is that the
Yeah.
direction they're going?
That's the direction that the fans want to go.
The only reason I ask is because typically it's Red Ranger, Pink Ranger.
Typically, it's Green Ranger, Pink Ranger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, this is
Damn.
this-
He said,
this is a whole
typically.
this is a whole nother topic though
This
that we're
is.
gonna get to later, but in a little bit,
Yeah.
kind of quick.
But I like the new direction that they took with this one because they couldn't just like, hey, let's copy and paste Power Rangers and just do it again. It's different. People have more nuance. Besides the old ones, just like, hey, we're Power Rangers. We like doing cool shit. These Power Rangers are in detention at the start of the movie because they're all kind of shit kids, and they learn to become friends and become better people and learn to accept, hey, we're bad people. It doesn't mean we have to do bad things all the time. And I like that. It was fun.
Take the bad with the good.
Take the bad with the good.
Take it with the good.
The good.
It's called.
Stop it. I'm gonna laugh again.
Oh,
God.
so are you good?
Yeah, I'm good, bro.
You like? That
I'm really
movie?
excited to hear your list.
You like that movie quite a bit?
I fucking love it.
Okay.
I have it on Blu-ray if anybody wants to watch it. No one's gonna want to watch it.
I don't want to watch it. I gotta be honest
don't.
with you.
I think I could find maybe 10 million other things to do than
Before
watch
that.
movie. Yeah.
And then I still wouldn't do it.
I don't like
after I get those things.
Okay,
done.
I don't like feeling fucking attacked.
All right, that's great. I am going to work up through because the last movie on my list I'm going to say is the one where I have a lot to say about it because it's the one I'm most conflicted on.
How long have we been recording for?
It's been an hour and 17 minutes.
Holy, well, we were hour 27 last week, so it only makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
You're good.
first movie on my list of 3 because I had like 8. This movie is called The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Okay.
It is a Clint Eastwood spaghetti western by Italian director Sergio Leone. I like this movie for a lot of reasons. One, it just feels like a fucking video game in a lot of moments. It's like 3 hours, and it's like it is just little vignettes of like it just feels like little situations, like classic western situations that they put these really interesting characters in. You got Clint Eastwood playing the man with no name, legendary actor, character, badass, quiet, not really speaking much. If you've ever seen a character like that, they modeled him after the man with no name. Just that's a fact. Which they got from, well, never mind, we're not going to go there. Point is, awesome. But my favorite character in the movie is Eli Wallach, I want to say is his name, and he plays Tuco. He plays the ugly.
So they're like people?
Well, the good is Clint Eastwood, the good. And,
Okay.
and this is plays into part of the movie. The good is Clint Eastwood's man with no name, Blondie. They call him Blondie in the movie, too, sometimes.
Okay.
Is he blonde?
He is.
Nice.
Tuco is the ugly, and the bad is Angel Eyes. But the problem with all that is that the bad, he kills like 2 people in the movie. The good and the ugly, Tuco and Blondie, kill like so many people. It's ridiculous. Like how many the good kills.
Yeah.
So I'm making air quotations. So the movie is clearly saying it's a bit more complicated than we're making it out. And but Tuco's my favorite character because in the movie because he's the most complex. He's he's literally teetering between the bad and the good, and just what can I? It's iconic, man. Like I mean, the music by Ennio Morricone is probably like the best movie soundtrack ever.
I'm just impressed that he has like no notes in front of him.
Yeah.
All this is off his head.
Yeah.
I've thought about it quite a bit.
I bet you did, big boy.
Like the song "Ecstasy of Gold" that's playing when he's running through the graveyard towards the end of the movie, just amazing. It's just a great, just wonderful, and I love the filming style of it too. I take a lot of inspiration from it because he does a lot of wide takes from very far away, and then he'll get right in on somebody's face, and I really like that. Because each actor, their eyes look really different, so you can really Angel Eyes has like really like pointed, like not like evil looking eyes is the best way I can say. He looks sinister, like that. That's the like he looks kind of pointed. You know what I mean? Like he's got a pinched face and all that. Tuco's got really big eyes, and Clint Eastwood's got really like squinty eyes,
intense eyes.
Yeah, and it's just and you can see them like the difference if you're just looking at their eyes, and they do a lot of acting with their eyes because it's like it takes 10 minutes for somebody to say a word in that movie. For the first 10 minutes, it's silent, and with like music and shots of just beauty, and it's wonderful. I love it a lot.
How old is that? What is it like?
69.
Oh shit!
But it's still
Jesus.
gorgeous. It looks like it came out yesterday.
Really?
It really does. It's fantastic. You need to watch it. It's I love westerns though. I love cowboys because another film here is a western. I've got two westerns. Although technically western, it's more of a modern western.
Okay.
But it's just great. It's just if you listen to that music and you see some of the shots, like I was telling Mark, like there are just some shots in this movie that I just want to hang on my wall because they're just so beautiful to look at. But anyway, Good, Bad, the Ugly, best western of all time, hasn't been topped yet.
Bold statement.
Won't be topped.
Whoa.
I am willing to say because it is that fucking good.
And because the era of the western is kind of dead.
In a way, yeah.
Yeah.
But Sergio Leone, master, complete master. He got it. I don't know how, but he did. And he just I think it's hilarious that an Italian made like the pinnacle American like genre is the western, and an Italian made the best movies in that genre, in my opinion. And it's a fact. But anyway, so anyway, great movie. You guys need to see it. Second movie, Georgia, you'll have something to say about this.
Okay.
No Country for Old Men. No Country for Old Men. I struggled with it a very long time because this was my favorite movie for a very, very long time.
I feel like I'm gonna have nothing to say about all three of your picks.
It's such
Probably
a good
not.
movie.
It's so good. It's kind of a western in a way.
Yeah.
It has very like western qualities. There's no music in the movie either, so like we're going way on the other side of the spectrum. There's like the only sounds in the movie are like natural like sounds of like doing things. It's just what can I say?
The actors in that movie are amazing too.
Yes, every actor in that movie kills it.
Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson, your favorite, really gets his shit kicked in though.
But I mean, overall, that movie is amazing.
And I'll say about that scene when he gets blown away, they don't show it, which I think is very interesting. I love that. I love it when they don't.
It's probably symbolism for something.
Maybe, but I think it's more because like when you don't see something, you're kind of left to imagine what it looked like.
Yeah.
And I imagine it looked pretty fucked up, getting blasted that close with a shotgun. So, I love that quite a bit. You were.
I'm trying to think of, like, the symbolism behind not showing that, but nothing is coming to my head.
I'm sure it was just kind of a stylistic choice too.
Yeah.
Just to be like, we'll leave it up to the audience to decide what
to
that
imagine
looks
what
like.
that looks like.
It's more horrifying, honestly. Like, God, that's awful. I can't imagine. But and there's just so many scenes in that movie. Like my two favorite scenes in the movie, believe it or not. Well, I've got three favorites. But,
Okay.
And one of them is the first fucking scene in the movie with the coin toss scene, in the gas station.
Yep.
That could be a short film. It is
Within itself.
so good. That cashier has a character arc in 5 minutes. He goes from like little like piddling old man like has no like sort of control or meaning in his life to like accepting his fate and like confronting this evil in front of him with like a lot of dignity. He's like, heads then. If I have to choose, I choose heads. It's wonderful. And he doesn't die. He's fine. He's doing just fine.
Do you know if this movie won any awards?
I imagine it won a few.
I'm going to look it up.
Because it came out the same year as There Will Be Blood. And those movies are alike in a lot of ways. They have a lot of similarities. I think No Country is better overall. But There Will Be Blood is very good too. Daniel Day-Lewis killed it.
I'm looking at.
Did it win anything?
It won Academy Award for Best Picture in 2008.
There you go.
Best
As it
Actor
deserved.
in a Supporting Role.
For-
Academy Award for Best Director.
Yep.
Academy Award for Best Writing and Adapted Screenplay. Oh my God, it won so many things.
I remember seeing commercials for this movie when it came out, and
That's okay. That was just like the top, but if you see, look at how many.
well, not all of those are Oscars either. To be fair,
No,
Like
those were
some-
Academy
yeah.
Awards.
but dude, great movie. Another one of my favorite scenes in that movie is when Ed Tom Bell. What is the actor's name?
I just looked it up.
Plays an old man.
I could not tell you, but I'm looking it up right now.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Damn, yeah, you're right.
Tommy Lee Jones, when he goes to see his brother out in like the desert, he's just living in this house full of cats, these wild ass cats, and he's talking to him, and he's like, "I feel overmatched," and their whole conversation is just—it's the only time you see the brother. You see, there's a theme in this movie of giving a character 5 minutes and telling a whole story. And he goes to his brother and he's talking to him about it, and it's just you just see it, you just feel the brotherness there.
Yeah.
And they hardly say a word. It's just masterful. It's the best Coen Brothers movie, I think, and they have a lot of good ones like The Big Lebowski, Fargo, True Grit. The remake was really good. Westerns. Love them.
I see a theme here.
You should.
That was a good choice. That was a really good
it's
choice.
a great movie. Oh, and my third favorite scene is the last scene in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
When he's at the talking about his drink, because that's ripped straight from the book.
Yeah.
The very the last line.
Like you
is-
can read it from the book and watch the movie.
Yeah,
at the same
it's
time.
identical because Cormac McCarthy is so good. They like the way he writes. You can just adapt it right to a screenplay because that's how he writes. His dialogue is just like that. Very realistic, very cold, very sad. Frankly.
Yeah.
But anyway, I love that scene. I know a lot of people that I talked to in like high school and stuff. Like I talked to a teacher about it, and she was like pissed off because it didn't end with like some massive firefight. And I'm like,
Christ.
what?
She was upset with you.
Well, no, she wasn't upset with me. She like didn't like the movie because she was like it didn't end like it didn't have a typical sort of ending.
Did the
like,
book end with a huge fight, or was it
No.
the same?
Mm-mm,
Well,
same.
she can shut
The book
fuck
is a
up then.
little different, but from what I understand, I haven't read it, but like I've read like the differences.
There is no
Yeah.
book to screen adaptation that
That's
is
perfect.
100%.
But it is probably the closest
Really?
that it's ever gotten. It's probably the best book to screen adaptation because a lot of people that I've read like opinions, like I've read their opinions, they say the movie's better than the book.
Really?
So I don't know. I would.
Yeah.
What would you say? Do you think the movie's better than the book?
I'm a movie kind of girl.
So you prefer the movie.
I prefer the movie. Now, the book, the only reason why I don't prefer the book is just because he has an awkward way of writing. Like we talked about how he doesn't use quotations and stuff like that. So it was difficult for me to like read it and then be like, wait, who was talking? And then go back up and go back, go read it through. But the movie itself, I'm just a movie girl. I like movies more. But
Is this on Netflix? I feel like I've seen it.
I don't think it's on Netflix.
I think it used to be, but
Yeah,
I have a
probably
Blu-ray
did.
copy somewhere.
I need
so
it. I need to watch it.
You need to. You will love it
Really?
because you're a massive like technical movie guy. You
I like good shit.
love looking at like good movies that aren't necessarily. I don't want to say they're not enjoyable because it is enjoyable,
but then
but
I'll
it's
go
not.
like, you know what's my favorite? Power Rangers.
Well, I mean, like, I just I don't think a movie I like a movie that doesn't cater to you. You know,
You're right.
It goes in there.
That's what art is. It's not supposed to.
It doesn't care what
You're
I
right.
think. It's what you're telling me, and I can take it or leave it.
Yeah.
And that's why I mean, like, the popular thing would have been to, you know, have Anton Chigurh and Moss, Josh Brolin's character, and I forget his name, but it's irrelevant. He's a great actor. God, I forget his name. Javier Bardem.
Oh, fuck.
Their two characters would have a shootout at the end, but they had a shootout in the middle of the movie, and you didn't really see them, you know? Like, it was like they were shrouded in dark. Anyway, that would have been the popular thing to do, but they didn't because that's not the story. The story is about dying with a whimper, you know? And, like, just sort of fading away and being lost in this tide of evil that's, you know, ever present. Is somebody back there?
No.
Okay. But yeah, love that movie. So good. I still sometimes it's like, that's probably my favorite, but I don't know. I keep switching. Anyway, final movie on the list.
I'm excited. Should we give a little drum roll?
You don't have to. Oh God, we're doing this. Last movie on the list is Blade Runner 2049.
Haven't fucking seen it.
Blade Runner 2049.
I've never seen that either.
Is the movie. Georgia, you will not like it. It is the most colorful fucking movie I've ever seen. You will die.
Okay.
Like, it is, there's just...
You will die.
It is so much. You will not be able to distinguish what you're seeing. I struggled with a long time. I used to put the original Blade Runner and 2049 on the same list.
Really?
Because I consider them, like, just... You can't have one without the other. But I put it down to 2049 for a couple of reasons. One, 2049 is probably the prettiest movie you will ever see. Cinematography and set-wise,
Another bold statement from you.
it's just gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
It's a gorgeous movie to look at. Every shot is like a fucking painting. Like, I love movies like that. Like, somebody worked the camera and was like, this would be a good shot. People would enjoy looking at it. It's not just there, you know? Like a lot of movies do. And it's just that extra little bit that you care about. It's another reason is the music. I know a lot of people, and me too, I prefer the score of the original movie myself, but I still love the music in the new one. Like, it's done by Hans Zimmer and some other guys.
I've heard that name before.
I know him. Man of Steel.
Yep.
Oh.
And he did all of Chris Nolan's films, really.
Yeah, you're right.
But he stepped in because the guy who was going to do it, they just decided the visions were different.
Yeah.
It was Johan Johansson, I believe his name was.
I recognize
He
the name,
died recently of a heart attack. And it was very sad because I was very curious. Like, he's very talented, you know?
Kyle, before you get too deep in here, I noticed there was a pause. I'm going to go use the bathroom real
Okay,
fast,
I'll keep
Yeah,
talking.
keep talking.
Go ahead. But anyway, so the movie's beautiful to look at. The movie's the sound is incredible, but it's a monster of a movie.
How long is it?
Almost 3 hours.
Oh.
It's like 2 hours and 43 minutes. It's long, especially for because this movie costed, like, the budget was ridiculous. Like, they gave him too much money.
Yeah.
And he made a monster of a movie, and it completely flopped at the box office. It made no money because nobody saw it except me.
Yeah.
I saw it in theaters. I wanted to see it twice, but I only ended up seeing it once in theaters. I would have seen it twice, but didn't have time. But it's a monster of a movie. Like, there are several scenes of just, like, 5 minutes of just, like, no talking. And, like, just, there's, like, investigating going on. And, like, Ryan Gosling's character is just looking at something, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, putting the pieces together in his head and of the story. And I like movies that take their time.
Yeah.
You know, I don't need you to rush. You know, I'm not in a rush.
Yeah.
I'm here all night. I'm here to see the movie.
Yeah.
So, and that is the epitome. That movie is the epitome of taking its time. And, but it's not a perfect movie. Like I said, there are parts of it I do not like. I don't like. There's a part in it with like the whole point of the movie is that a human, Harrison Ford's character from the original had a baby with a replicant, which is an android, and this baby is like a miracle child, obviously, because it's a machine and a man.
Yeah.
There's a whole thing where they think Harrison Ford's character is a replicant too, and I don't I don't know. It's never confirmed or denied, but the story works either way.
Yeah.
It's open to your interpretation, how you want to take it. That's a lot of the movie. A lot of the movie just doesn't answer a question. And that's like the main gist. He's trying to find this baby, this miracle child, because if the world finds out that androids can have children, that's going to overthrow the whole power balance of the world, man and its creation. Excuse me, because they use the androids for like slave labor, so there's stuff like, what time is it?
4:06.
Okay. All right. Because I saw somebody walking, but it was just Mark. So that's the whole power balance thing. But there's this like thing with like there's like one scene where there's like a robot sort of like revolution developing.
I definitely came back at the wrong moment.
Yeah. And it's like I didn't like that. I felt like it was trying to be too big. And it's like this is the movie, like, and I know they won't make a sequel because there's no money in it. Nobody's going to see Blade Runner, okay? And I'm okay with that. I think that's actually a good thing that there won't be, because if they made a sequel, they'd probably focus on the war between man and androids. And I'm sorry, that's not what Blade Runner is about to me. Like, I don't want that at all.
That was a book, right?
Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep is the book by Philip K. Dick.
Interesting.
PKD.
That sounds good.
It's a great movie. I think you'd really like it, personally. If you can get past all the colors.
Yeah, I think I can.
It is like
almost
neon.
3-hour runtime.
Almost, yes. And it is just, it is so colorful and lovely to look at. And, but yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about with A Quiet Place, was that I don't need to see what happens next. I don't need to know what the fate of this world is, as long as I know the fate of these characters, in this world. And they wrap it up really well. It's a really beautiful ending, honestly. It's like really sad, but it's like it's fitting, It's I think I love it so much because it's not perfect at all, but it's so perfect in so many ways.
Yeah.
It's more than the sum of its parts in a lot of ways. And it tackles things that I think are important, like sort of like it attacks, like it talks about, like slavery and, like subjugation and things like that, and, being under the boot heel of a higher power, and the, sort of misery that goes along with that, and, what it means to be human and all that jazz. You guys know how sci-fi goes, but you're really
I'm really aware.
Yeah.
But anyway, and they also have Harrison Ford in the movie.
God.
And but they use him. They don't use him as like a fan service.
That's
piece.
mostly because he doesn't want to do anything.
That's probably true. That's probably really true. Have you seen the set the set picture where he's just wearing a gray T-shirt?
He looks so upset.
And Ryan Gosling is just decked out in this like trench coat, and he's just wearing a gray T-shirt.
Harrison Ford looks like a drunk dad.
Yeah, but they didn't use him as. He's only in the last like 40 minutes of the movie.
Oh, he's in the end bit. He's not in the beginning.
Yeah, no.
Wow.
It takes like 2 hours for him to show up.
God.
And I can imagine that's why a lot of people walked out of the theater like, where the fuck is Harrison Ford? Why isn't this Star Wars? And I'm going to tell you why it's not Star Wars, because Star Wars is fucking dick compared to Blade Runner.
Okay, so we're going to sign off now.
Quote, Star Wars is fucking dick.
No, I like Star Wars, but I mean, my God.
There's no need to retract.
No reason at all, but I do like Star Wars. It's just like, come on.
Compared to the art that is Blade Runner, it's dick.
It's dick.
It's dick.
It's a big old dick. But yeah, love that movie. It's
cool.
The original is great too. You guys need to watch both of them.
We all had a very different list of 3.
I
We
thought
did.
we
Like there was no overlap in terms of like genre even.
Yeah.
It's very weird.
But
Because you were really animated focused.
yeah, I love kids horror.
I was real fucking dumb focused.
Well-
And you were like real deep artsy shit.
Yeah. Well, I'll also say this: Blade Runner 2049 is probably the last blockbuster art film we will ever get, because it made no money. You weren't here for this, Mark, but it made no money.
Thor Ragnarok.
No, I mean like art house.
Oh, okay, I know what you meant. Because Thor Ragnarok has some good shots in it, like beautiful shit.
Well, yeah, like there are still beautiful movies being shot. I'm just saying,
but
like,
I mean
there-
like
Yeah, they're not gonna make a 2.5 hour think piece where nothing happens.
No. Definitely not.
It's not gonna happen. But it happened with Blade Runner 2049, and it was
binned.
wonderful because there is just it's wonderful. It's not perfect, but it's great. Wow, is that what I'm? Is that
No, I've been playing with this, and he just looked. And
so?
Sweet.
so I
Christmas.
thought your list was really well put together. I thought you put a lot of thought into it.
More than we did.
More than I did. I can guarantee. But it was a really good list. You have
It was.
very, what word am I looking for?
Coherent
Intellectual,
thoughts. Oh.
intellectual insight.
You know,
on
I
films.
got 5 more movies. In
Jesus Christ.
I got 5 more movies I could go on about this. But
Yeah.
Anyway, we won't do that.
You know, nobody mentioned Pirates of the Caribbean.
Because they're dog shit.
So we're gonna leave off on that note.
Wow.
Because they're dog shit.
No, they're quite good.
No, they're not.
I love
Guys,
them.
The
we're
first
at
one
an
is
hour and
good.
40 minutes.
The rest are
Jesus.
dog shit.
Mark, I think we're gonna have to save my question for you for next
That's
time.
totally fine. We're already at
Because-
almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
This is long.
This is long. I don't even
Yeah.
know if we can post all of this.
Oh, we're gonna
On
we
YouTube?
can.
It's YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah, we can
Can
do this.
you?
We'll post
Yes.
like 24-hour videos on
Yes.
YouTube.
Yeah, don't worry
Okay.
about that. Yeah.
Okay,
no, that's
cool.
Fine.
Yeah, we're good.
But goddamn, what a good show.
Goddamn.
What a good show.
Oh goddamn.
I thought this was a really productive.
Yeah, we stayed
Podcast.
on track.
You know,
Feel
and
this
guess who
rock?
planned it out?
God fucking damn it.
Who did?
Me.
I'm sorry.
His journal says otherwise.
Anyways,
No,
this rock,
I will get.
It's cold.
No, it's cold. No, I will. We all did better this week
I thought we did
for
too.
sure.
We did.
Because we all were like, okay, we need to get our shit together.
If anybody is still watching, screenshot this and send it to me, and I'll Venmo you $1.
No, you won't.
Don't promise that
I'm
shit
gonna
to
promise
people.
it.
God,
Don't do it. You're
fuck.
gonna have like 30,000 people do that. You're gonna have to give them 30,000 $1 bills.
He's got a point.
So,
You didn't think that one through.
no, I didn't. Not until right now.
I'm surprised I haven't peeked their head in here and be like, "What the fuck, guys?
Right, like
I
Time to
know.
go."
usually by now they'd be like, we're trying to close early.
It's the weekend.
Okay, guys. Are we done? Is this it?
Yeah.
I think this is it.
I think this is it because wow, I didn't really think that top 3 movies would take so long.
I know, but we have a lot to talk about, and I hope everybody enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah.
This is episode 3.
It
Listen
is.
to episode 1 and 2.
If
Yeah.
you
Screenshot that you listened to it and send
Stop.
it to me. I'll Venmo you $1.
I want to give a shout out
God damn it.
real quick. I'm just gonna name their first name. Nina. I haven't listened to Come Town yet. That is a podcast, and
Come Town.
I've listened
Why
to
did we name ours that?
exactly 5 minutes of it.
Like, man, there's not enough cum in this town for me to like this podcast.
enough cum in this town for 2 of us. But yeah,
God.
so Nina, if you're listening to this fucking far, which, I mean,
I'm not even listening.
I
this
applaud
far.
you.
yeah,
for that.
you've done a great service to your country, and I'll chat with you later.
Yeah. Hey, Mom. She listens to it, so.
Oh, she does.
Hi,
Hey, Mom.
Georgia's mom.
How many? Did she get upset when we say like fucking dick?
No, she
cum?
says it too. It's
Brett
okay.
Kavanaugh's dong.
His knob.
You got anybody you want to shout out, Mark?
No.
He
What
has no friends.
I don't want people to know.
Can you shout me out? Do it.
Georgia, I use Google
goes-
Docs. Lotta.
she looks at me. She goes, "You should do it. Do it. Shout me out. Do it." So
Shout me
fucking
out.
dumb.
The
Shout me out.
conch. Mark the conch Ortega.
The conch. I want to shout out my group on Instagram. Actually, you guys saw my weird Instagram page, right?
No.
No.
What friends you are. No, I just want to shout out the Power Ranger based group on there. They talk about that shit a lot, and they wanted me to push my agenda in this podcast. I feel like I've been doing that just as well.
Did that guy who messaged you on Instagram, did he ever get back to you about what I asked him?
No. Why
What?
would he
What
ever
is
get
this
back to me on
secrecy?
that?
No, he'd be like, okay, I'm going to go follow him right now so I can save your life.
Oh, God.
I'm going to check.
What?
If he didn't,
What are you talking about?
you had to be there. No, he didn't.
He did.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Maybe he did.
No, he didn't. His name is
What a shit. I'm kidding.
What's his name?
Thank you for listening.
Thank you all for listening. Shout out to Georgia Latta. Follow her at At Georgia Latta.
Georgia, I use Google Docs Latta.
I do use Google Docs for literally everything.
Shut the fuck up. Shout out to Joe for listening to the old podcast. He's the guy.
Thank you, Joe.
Thanks, Joe.
Hey,
I
Joe.
was the
Love you, man.
I was the Kyle guy that you heard about.
Mm-hmm.
Is this weird for you?
What's funny is that as soon as you told me to send those, I unsent them because I didn't want to threaten him like that.
Wow, you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's understandable.
Sorry, Joe. This is really confusing for you because it didn't happen.
What cover art are we going to use? I just thought about that.
We can use the same one. Who
we've
cares?
been
Okay.
using. We need to. Who's that guy? We need to send our
John is his name.
likenesses.
Shout out
I
to
feel like
John
every
for the
time we
cover
say
art.
Kavanaugh, we should insert a picture of John Kavanaugh.
Or his
I just said
dick.
John Kavanaugh. Who? What?
Who cares
Brett.
Who cares about his first name? Fuck him. Sorry.
Okay.
Political.
All right.
Kind of name is Kavanaugh.
Is that the man?
I think that is. Okay. That
All
is
right.
all for today,
That's
ladies.
it, guys.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks
you for
the-
listening.
Thanks for being here for 2 hours.
Yeah.
We love you.
We'll see you next time.
Keep wearing them suspenders.
Yep.